Hello my wonderful elevated souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Talea at Open Box Oracle 1811. These oracle readings are not only for you but for me as well, because oracle and tarot readings are meant to be self-reflective initially, and whomever it doesn't resonate with, you might just be going along for the ride. Welcome. This spread is always meant for current energies, not past or future, unless the spirit unfolds it that way. Today is March 25th, 2026. I hope everyone is having a good afternoon or evening, or wherever else you are in the world, you're having a good day. I got a new oracle deck that I used to crown the reading. And as I was looking at the reading, meditating on the cards, it's showing me that this is an individual who is currently going through healing work, and weeding out people that they don't need any use of anymore. I mean, not like they're throwaways, but they just don't need that energy in their space anymore. The crowning card of the read is be patient, trust the wait, everything is coming together. And I resonated with that message as well, because I'm currently being patient and trusting the process. Even though there's times we all get frustrated here and there, we always have to trust the process, because we don't know how spirit will unfold for, what will unfold for us. The first card we have is cherish, protect your relationships well. So, as I said before, I think this person or group of people, our elevated souls, are currently undergoing an energy cleanse. So they're weeding out people that do not no longer benefit them. So the next card is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, because this has been a difficult time for you, and you've really dealt with a lot of uphill battles, dealing with people who are in secret competitions with you, or people who do not understand you or don't try to understand you, or just bumping heads with people, or people having like secret motives, or any type of thing that just isn't aligning with your energy, for one, and also dealing with sneaky people. They have these agendas, and that's to cause you harm, and basically you are you wisdom has shown that you can't trust these people. So yeah, that's a tough situation to be in, and we all know that the goat climbs the mountain. So you taking your time, you're being patient. They say, we all know that the turtle won the race, but yeah, so you're heading up that hill or that mountain, and you're almost there, because you're going to be dealing with people who respect you and you respect them back. Never a crowd on the leading edge, and it says honor those who honor you. So you want people who reflect how you are, which is something we all want. We want healthier relationships, pretty much. And you want to be heard, you want to be valued, and you want to, bring your ideas forward, because this looks like artwork. All these colors, looks like you're in a creative situation. You're bringing your gifts forward, And you're receiving good feedback from people that, you know, cherish you because, you know, they find value in you because they honor you. The next one is wisdom, is the whale. Yeah, you're getting a lot of clarity of the people that's within your surroundings. You're starting to see um, through the veil of deception and temptations. You might have people approaching you with offers to scam you, or you might be having people who are trying to tempt you to do to hook up and stuff like that, and you're just not in that energy. You don't have time for those type of people. You got deceptive people in your workspace. You got deceptive bosses, deceptive family members. You got a lot of people around you that is just not for your highest good. The next card is manage to be glad. So it says create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. So yeah, you're starting to get the clarity and you're like, I'm going to be happier because I'm going to exclude these people from my life, pretty much. And this is how you're managing to be glad, because you want more sun in your space. You're tired of the sorrow, the unhappiness with what people are giving you, the heaviness, stuff that's just bad for your health. You got health here, but also you have the snake. I think you're, from this card, I'm feeling also that your kundalini is rising as well, because you're gaining this clarity through your wisdom. You might be starting to eat better. You might be seeing stuff not only just with the relationships, but how, even the animals in the sea, you're starting to look at them in a different way. You might even be changing the whole diet, as far as what you used to eat. You might become vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, anything like that. You might just be putting more plants in your diet. But overall, you're in good health. You even got the sunlight hitting there. So, you're managing to stay glad. You're refusing to let this get you down, because you've had enough sorrow in your past. And with the Beaver Spirit card is to lay a solid foundation. The number 6, which is harmony, and which is a smart thing to do, is to lay your foundation, and you're laying your foundation so you have greener grass. The grass is always greener, so that's what you want. So not only do you want your sun, you want your grass, you want the solid foundation, and great surroundings, great atmospheres, solid branches, being grounded. The next card is Mayu 36, which would be the 9, which is completion. Soma from the Galactic Heart. So your heart's being open and you're receiving because you're loving yourself. She looks like she's getting the sun rays to her face. Her health, that she's probably sunbathing. He's probably, we're using the genders fluidly. You can see the energy because they're releasing a lot of tears. They're probably, tear shedding, and, separating from people, eating better, and you're glowing. You have this glow about you now. And your heart's receiving and you're giving out the rays of the sun, but you're full, and people might think that you're glowing, but you're feeling good right now. You're not letting these people get to you because you're releasing them. The next card is She Who Guides, Maputala, or Maputala. Yeah. New path, guide, and renewal. So this person's on a new path. And you are, because, you know, you're eliminating the bad things from your life and you're starting new. You're starting fresh on everything, which is the perfect time of year because, hey, it's spring. So I'm going to read from the booklet that I have with that deck and see what this says. It says, She Who Guides, Maputala, new path, guide, renewal. Maputala, she who guides, adorns herself in the palest of colors. Her name means pale in Tagalog. Even her hair shimmers in shades of silver, white, and gray. Blue ribbons match her eyes, which gaze back at you. On her shoulder perches a small bird, perhaps a long-tailed cousin of the effervescent nuthatch, who is known for leading the way head first down a tree. Bells dangle from Maputala's shoulders, and bells call us so many things. She wears them as reminders of the beginning notes of the day. She brings renewal as her gift. If you watch and listen, she may show you a new path to take. Maputala is your guide who leads the way. This message of this card is to look for a new path as you are. Stop for a moment to consider a course of correction. Listen for the sound of the bell and the song of a bird, the laugh of a child, or even in the call to worship. Promise yourself you will make time for renewal by honoring yourself with space and quiet. As we were talking earlier, she's clearing her space because she wants quiet, she wants meaningful relationships. You will be able to more easily recognize the guideposts you do need to follow. This moment is not for action. Even the nuthatch must pause for a moment to locate the next tree. So you're asking yourself of being, in what ways am I open to guidance? Which you are. You're getting the clarity and the wisdom. What am I heading and how do I change that? Where am I heading? You know where you're heading because now this is pretty much all coming together. Because as she's healing, she's able to see the patterns. What can I do today to give myself space and quiet? That's what you're doing at this moment in time. And if this message gets to you later, we're going to say that that's currently in your timeline on your new path that you're starting. So yeah, she's got the gray hair, the gray and white hair, because she's gained the wisdom, and she knows the deceptions and the temptations by others, and with that, she's gaining clarity and all, everything, all the things within her life. She's practicing optimism as well. She's looking on the brighter side of things. She's not thinking in negative sights anymore. She's looking at only positive, just positivity. She's clearing. She's shedded all the tears, as you can see. She's now wanting to be happier. That's how she's managing to be glad. And now she's a shining light, just as she's glowing. It says, my desire to improve myself transforms fears into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. So now she's got this light within, and she knows that she is in good hands with the source. She trusts the source now because that's the clarity that she's gained. and the wisdom that she's gotten, because now she's fully in receptive mode where she's fully putting all the trust in the divine, because she knows now that she's protected. And that's how she can see how she can weed out the bad ones from the good ones from the bad ones. And so the next card is 1818, which would be 99, which would be 18 again. So this is fulfill your purpose, seek your soul's purpose and fulfill it. Your destiny awaits your action. And she has, and he has. This is the purpose, because this purpose will lead to what they'll do for others. This is what they're currently going through or will go through. This is what will help others go through their transformation. And you know that this person's journey is their purpose, what they experienced. That's the mission, the soul's mission. And so you're put on this earth to experience things, and as you're, like they say, earth, you came to earth, this is your school, earth school. So you come here to complete this mission. And as you're doing, you probably thinking, because this is how I was thinking too, like, what do I know? Like, you know, you go to school and you get your education, you come out with the, you know, go to college and come out with a college degree. But you could do that, as you know, most people do, or then you can do things where your whole life's work is the mission. You know, that was your school, the experience. That's how they say experience is a better teacher than, you know, what you learn, you know, in books. And this is the way. This is what this person or this group of people, or, you know, me too, like, we went through this to be able to help others with their path. And the last card out is you attract success without sacrificing your peace. So yeah, they're taking their time, because that's what it says. She who guides, this is what she's doing. She's guiding. This is her renewal, because now she knows that what you've gone through, that is your work. You are the teacher of teachers. You are the teacher. And actually, if we're looking at numerology, life path 6, 33-6, as a matter of fact, is the teacher of teachers. And that's what they do, which this card was a 6. That was the foundation. They laid that foundation. When they found out it was them, what they did and what they experienced, that's all they needed. That's all you needed to know. You didn't need the books, because your path is the book, so to speak. But you know, that's laying your foundation. And naturally, you know your own story, you know, and that's going to be the guidance for someone else. The world teacher. And you're not have to, you know, you're going to be successful, because you're going to attract people that want to love you, just like you're giving your love and your gifts and your talents. And you don't have to sacrifice your peace, because God's not going to let that happen for you. I want you to have everything, you know, because you chose to give in a way where you didn't have to sacrifice anything. Just like in other things, you'd have to sacrifice time, your energy for work. You don't have to to be successful. You don't have to sacrifice that. You just being you. That's the peace. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to be successful. You're going to be successful just by being you. This is a beautiful read, everybody, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. That's all I have from the Divine Council this evening. And I want to thank my subscribers, the likes, comments, and shares. I know I've been away for a little bit, and I just felt like my, it's weird. I just felt like my intuition was off, so I just didn't feel like reading. I guess I was moved to not read. And I think I was getting the messages, I was getting the evidence through things that I was experiencing myself. And I was like, I'm not right about that. And that's how I felt. I was like, you know what? My intuition's off. And I didn't want to read to be like that. I don't know why. I mean, I know we're in the Mercury retrograde, so that might be it. I don't know. But then again, you know, sometimes you'll be at a job and you're around energies that just kind of mess with you. But I try to stay grounded, and I try to stay aware of my surroundings because I know what I'm working with. So, but yeah, this is a great read for you all, for all of us elevated souls, and I am very grateful that you all have tuned in, and I'm glad that well, I'm hoping that you resonated with this message. And I think that's all that I have for now. Yeah, I'll be tuning in with you guys sooner than later. But I hope you have a blissful and harmonious day. Bye.